All right. Hello and welcome to the Diva of Days of Our Lives. And we have a special guest, and is here, and she's purring if you can't hear her.
Mhm. I can hear her purr.
We're at the Daytime Emmys, so please like, follow, subscribe, share, and we'll give you more cat content if you do all those things. Son. So tonight we have Jen,
Hey, I'm at RXJDK at Twitter.
and we have Anna and her cat who's off screen in the Witless
Yeah.
Protection Program.
Yes. I'm at Kazi Hooch on mostly Instagram and some on X.
Yes, Marianne's on her way home, so she'll be joining us shortly. So I didn't watch the Daytime Emmys, even though obviously I'm here. And Anna, did you watch it?
I did not. I did hear that Paul Telfer won. That was cool.
Ooh,
Oh, you didn't know, Jen? Yeah, he's the only one who won.
awesome.
Dave's also won for Best Casting. Oh, there's Anna. I mean, not Anna, Marianne.
Oh, that's good. Marnie Asada, what's her Marnie Sayada?
Yeah.
Something like that. She's really good.
Bright light. Hello.
Hey, Marianne.
Hey,
Is that light too bright? I'm going to change my background.
You know,
My light in my basement. What's that?
I found a lamp works better than an overhead light, but that's up to you. But you might end up being in the dark. So
Yeah, I was going to.
yeah, it's fine.
Was trying to see
Oh.
how to get me a background. I didn't have enough time to come up with a background.
That's right. I'm at the Emmys. So
Yeah.
And you've got your sparkly outfit on too for the Emmys.
Yeah. Actually,
I'm impressed.
Whoa.
Well, I'm wearing pajama bottoms too. So yeah, I was gonna wear a dress. I'm like, screw that. I'm not
Did you
wearing a
see
dress.
Diva's sparkly jacket?
Yeah.
Deidre.
Deidre. I did not like her outfit at all.
No, it's different.
Yeah, I
Alright.
just felt like if she wore like I was just looking at the picture. She had a white blouse on and the jacket. And I thought maybe if she would have had like wear something maybe a little lower cut or something, but she looked like a realtor. I'm sorry, like he was going to a convention in the 80s or something. I did not
Yeah.
like, but
Has she ever wore a gown?
I
Yeah, she's
think
wore gowns. Yeah.
yeah.
I remember, yeah. Okay. Remember her in a red gown. I think Teo was with her or took her where she was at when Emmy's with him. And I think she has a red gown. It was a while ago.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know.
I understand she's of a certain age, and I can
I guess.
understand even wearing a jacket. But I mean, still, I think said she wore something little, a V-neck or something
Yeah.
sparkling underneath the jacket. I think it would look fine. But I have to say, the rest of the cast, everybody looked fantastic.
Oh, yeah. I thought
but-
Sherry looked really nice in her green.
Lindsay looked good.
I didn't care for Lindsay's half undressed. Did you? I guess that's the style, with the stomachs showing. I
Well,
don't know.
she's got nice abs, so let's go
Well,
for
yeah,
it.
I guess. I just didn't like. I don't know. I didn't like it. That's just me. I liked not Holly. Well, what's her real name? Holly. She looked cute.
Can't remember her name. Yeah, but she looked cute too.
Some of these newer ones, I don't. You have your kitty. I just saw your kitty. Sutton. Uh-huh. She's
That
being
was
a diva.
purring. I can hear her purr.
Oh yeah, you can hear it purring. Oh well.
Yeah, so Paul won, and I was still upset Blake Barris didn't win. I think that was BS.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
Who won in that category?
the guy from General Hospital.
I was kind of
Jonathan Jackson?
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah, they won a lot. Jonathan Jackson.
Yeah.
General.
He's a good actor, but I didn't think he had the storyline for it this year.
Yeah.
Maybe Blake's storyline was too complicated to fit in a clip because it was confusing.
Lucky was there and gone.
I mean, he was playing a split personality or, DID
Yeah.
or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Another one.
No, I'm talking about Blake.
Blake.
Yeah,
So that was such great material up until almost the end, and then it just ended.
Yeah, they cut it off.
yeah, and they had they acknowledged the 60th anniversary of Days of Our Lives, and Dan did a little speech before it, and then the cast joined, and then James Reynolds, what do they call it, the Silver Circle or something like that? They gave him a special award.
Silver Circle. I think there was there like 4 or 5 of them that they gave to?
Mhm. Yeah.
But
That's
yeah, he
cool.
was the one from Days, yeah.
And they had the In the Memoriam, and that was sad.
Mhm.
Yeah.
With I think they actually showed Wayne and Drake back to
Drake.
back.
Yeah, Drake and
Oh,
Wayne.
no.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Well,
excellent.
I downloaded the Emmy app so I could kind of watch it live, but then I fell asleep. So I'll have to watch some of the coverage of it.
But funny, the daytime Emmys on Twitter, they're actually following me. So I'm like,
That's
all you
cool.
had to they just had to slide into my DMs to get a hold of me. That's all you had to do.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was odd. And I think it's been there for a while. I don't think it was new. I don't think they just added me yesterday because I was retweeting them. But yeah, and so
It's
you guys
nice.
watched General Hospital. Were you guys surprised they pretty much won everything?
Mm.
I was
I
happy
don't
that they
watch it
were.
anymore like I used to, so I really don't know what's going on there.
I watch
I
it
will
once in a while.
give a shout out to their wardrobe team, because I know a friend of a friend is very close to one of the people on that team, and I've met that person, and they're very, very sweet, very nice, and so I was really happy for them
Mm-hmm.
for that.
Yep. So Dave's only one for Paul Telfer, and congratulations to him. That was well deserved. He's been
Yes.
Yes,
steady
he was.
since day one. Yeah, and he could beat up Philip, and you still like feel bad for him the next day.
Yeah. Did Wally win anything?
I'm
Wally,
sorry.
no.
Wally could?
No, I don't think
I
he wasn't
he
even
was up for something in General Hospital. I'm not sure.
Last year, I thought he was nominated for it,
Oh, was he?
GH, but not this year.
Yeah, I don't remember Wally being.
Or he might have been nominated, but he didn't win.
They did win for casting,
Yeah. Yeah.
but she does pretty good. She does do pretty good casting.
Mm-hmm.
Marnie does a
lately.
great job with
Yeah.
casting for the most part. She can't always control how they write for the new characters or
Right, right.
but she's done a great job over many years. She's been very good.
Okay. Anybody have anything else to say about the Emmys? And or do you guys want to move on to the shoe?
Yes.
Just before we do, Tamara Braun showed up at Young and the Restless this week.
Yeah, I
No.
did see a clip of her.
Yeah.
She's pretty much playing Ava, don't you think? Except for a little bit more punk, I guess you could say.
Yeah, and she's involved in the storyline with the actor who used to play Trip.
Geez.
Well, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of typecasting for Tamara, but yeah, her
Just a
character.
bit.
I think was she running that restaurant I saw in that clip?
I think so.
So just like the bistro
like-
story.
Yeah.
She's probably like, I have to wait tables again? Didn't I do this in the beginning of my career?
But I'm waiting to hear about Greg Vaughn when he's going to show up on Beyond the Gates. No one said anything.
I did, since you guys were saying it was on broadcast TV and everything, I did set it to record every new episode of Beyond the Gates. I haven't watched any of it yet, but I kind of wanted to I wasn't sure when Greg was going to come on, but
Yeah.
Well, I think it wasn't supposed to be leaked. It all happened because someone put his picture on Instagram. He was talking to some of the cast. And so, yeah. And then they ended up having to confirm it. So, alrighty. So, the baby storyline. And I was telling you guys before the show started, you still have at least another week to go on the baby storyline.
see, I'm enjoying it. I'm just
No, we
like,
can't find
really-
Sophia. She ran
Yeah.
away. Yeah.
She's probably upstairs in Cassandra's old room.
Yeah. She's in the
Yeah.
somewhere, right? I think that's how it ended. Something
Yeah.
about
I think
Steve
she's
kind
in
of trapped her there.
Yes, so it started with Brady tells Tate that he's not the father. But as someone pointed out who tweeted to me this week, no one actually specifically told Brady that. He was just guessing.
Yeah. I think he was guessing from the reaction of
Uh-huh.
Michaela and can't think of her, not Lindsay,
Sarah.
Sarah. Yeah. They know they couldn't tell him, but in a way they did, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and
Right. I just liked how all the pieces were finally coming together for everybody.
Crashing down.
And
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
what? And Marianne, weren't you we've talked about this before, but weren't you the one and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but a long time ago, like when this
Yes.
very
Long,
first
long
started,
time ago. Yeah.
didn't you say you thought it was going to be Aaron's?
Going to be Aaron's. I knew it wasn't going to be Tate. I mean, if they want to keep Tate and Holly, I kind of figured it was not going to be Tate. But yeah.
But at some point, somebody said about Aaron.
Garen. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I thought you did. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So I got to
You know,
give
they had that
kudos
little
once
meeting.
again.
I mean, we never saw them together, but they kind of were both together
Yeah,
and they kind of
off
went off
screen
together.
together.
Yes, comforting each other, and then they just left together somewhere. So I'm figuring, yeah.
Aye.
I like how he at least said, "Look, as soon as I heard she was pregnant, I texted her and asked her if it was mine, and she said emphatically no."
No, right.
So
And she seemed to have no clue that it could be Aaron's, but she wanted it so bad to be Tate's that she didn't
right,
even consider Aaron,
right,
I think.
and they're gonna chalk all this stuff up to her mental state, up to like postpartum psychosis or
Yeah.
something, because she's acting very erratically, and now she knows she's caught, but I mean she's been acting that way for a while. So I saw that part coming when as
Mhm.
soon as all this
Yeah.
stuff happened, I was like, oh boy, they're gonna.
But you know what? Neither boy's innocent.
That's true.
Nobody dragged them into bed with her.
Well, that's true.
You got that right.
But it's
That
pretty
they
crappy though that
No, it's what
she
she did to Holly and taking the
yeah,
pictures,
and
trying to set up Johnny.
Well, I feel for Johnny and Chanel, but Holly never really been nice to her.
well, but
I don't know.
I feel for Holly in some of this.
Yeah.
I do,
I think
but I think I don't
Sophia is the
know.
mean girl in this
Yeah.
equation, I think.
Well, and the way Sophia was acting with the attorney. Well, I'm jumping ahead, but
I feel
like
Yeah.
bad for
basically she was acting psychotic. Even her eyes, her beady eyes were going,
Ooh,
it's
her
like,
eyes.
yeah,
There's all kinds
she
of
was acting
comments out
she
there
was
about her.
acting psychotic, and then like even Melissa was like, or Melinda was like,
okay.
you didn't want her to actually be harmed by that
Well,
fire, right? Like, so obviously she was putting out.
Melinda
I
should
could,
talk. She's done some like wild things too.
Yeah.
yeah.
How did she still have a license is beyond me. She's
Yeah.
already been busted for baby trafficking.
And what's crazy is she leaves this voicemail, sort of half concerned about Sophia, and is stupid enough to record it saying, "I'm concerned about you. I've done the best I can to look out for you. I hope you'll look out for me." Well, how incriminating is that?
Yep.
Like, that was dumb.
Yep. That was really, I mean, come on, Melinda, you're smarter than that. But Sophia started snapping because she thought Melinda was going to keep the scam going. And Melinda's like, even she threw in the towel and said, I give up.
Yeah, you gotta tell the truth.
Yeah, it's time to fess
The
up.
smartest one in the whole storyline is Ari.
Yeah, she's kind of like caught in the middle. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry. Of all.
Yes. So next week, well, we'll jump ahead to the spoiler. Basically, everybody confronts Sophia in the pub about it. So they do end up finding her, and then she looks like she passes out, and Sarah tells everybody that she suffered from a psychotic break. And it looks legit. But I have to say, this whole storyline doesn't make any sense. So she did truly seem like she thought the baby was Tate's, and she wanted to be with Tate. But then she put the baby up for adoption, which would have made sense if she thought the baby was Aaron's.
Yes. I always thought that why not keep the baby and you have your hooks in Tate?
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah.
That's what they would have done in the past. But I
Yeah. I
think
wonder if
she
that
didn't.
was changed between writers. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Maybe she wanted him to love her for her and not the baby.
And also,
Yeah.
she was afraid her mom was going to make her take, have the keep
Right.
the
The whole
baby.
idea is she wanted a career in college and she wasn't ready to have the baby. But she
Yeah.
thought her mother was going to make her. Yeah. Maybe she thought she was going to have to marry Tate or they were going to have to raise the baby together and she wouldn't be able to go to college. That's the only thing I can think.
Yeah, but it's
This is why
like at
she
the
did
same
it.
time, she still wanted Tate. So you're
You can
right.
do both. if you want.
She's gonna send off the one thing that ties them together.
That's
So I
right.
don't know.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
didn't make sense.
But yeah, so we got at least a week. So it's like everybody confronts everybody on Friday. Okay, well, speaking of other children, Rachel was pretty busy this week. Jen's rolling her eyes.
Oh,
She's more mature than half the people on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she talked Thomas. I know, by the way, the actor announced the
Yeah.
kid, that he quit a few months ago. So you
Wait, Thomas?
He's on to
He quit
bigger
the
and better things.
yeah.
I think he's got some kind of series or something.
Good for him.
Movies or
He's very
whatever.
good. On TV?
Mhm.
I think so, yeah. Not sure
Well,
exactly what
that's
it was. Kinda
cool
like
for
the other
him.
Rachel. The first Rachel got something too, why she left.
Wow.
Really?
So
She was
Shane's like,
good,
how are you going to cast another Thomas that looks exactly like?
like Chad.
Well, I guess we have a new actor too for Chad.
There's a new actor for
Yeah.
Chad, yeah.
So I guess they don't have to look like Billy Flynn, but yeah. Yeah, so Rachel talked Thomas into, well, yeah, remember she was bragging before about how she got rid of Ava.
Ava.
She went all the way to China. So she convinced Thomas to tell Chad that, either Cat leaves town or he's going to go to Boston with Jack and Jen. Yeah, I don't see how this is going to work.
No.
And I was reading stuff too about the whole Chad thing. If Chad doesn't want his in-laws involved with his life, he
Move
can
out.
yes, move out.
Move out of the house.
Yeah, but he likes Julie babysitting his kids. That's basically what it is.
Oh, well, yeah,
Well,
free babysitting.
it does give them that history with the Hortons and those relationships of those who were closest to Abigail. So I get that. But you're right. I mean, if he really didn't want people meddling in his everyday life, he could make a different choice. But
I mean, he's not poor. He has money. He can find his own place. Some people said he can go back into the DeMera mansion. But it's like, yeah, if your in-laws get to veto who you're dating, then, time to move on. I mean, you have for Julie, he was babysitting Thomas, Rachel, and
Charlotte.
yeah, I couldn't
she's
remember.
got a new business she's running now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she's in her 80s. She's babysitting your kid because you're having sex with Cat. So yeah. So I kind of don't feel bad for Chad because he needs to move out. So Marlena and Rachel and EJ, Marlena and Rachel were at the pub, and EJ walks in, and Rachel actually starts to flip out a little bit. So Marlena and EJ were both concerned that Rachel is starting to remember. And I did see a spoiler. I guess she has another memory next week.
And she was actually kind of feeling guilty for what she did. She kind of
Yeah.
told Marlena about everything, and and she wanted to apologize to Chad and to Thomas, which she did, but then, yeah.
So you're thinking, oh, maybe she
No, but then she
maybe
told
she inherited
Thomas, yeah,
some more of Brady's side than the
a
other,
little bit,
and then she
yeah.
goes and teaches
Tell
Thomas
Yeah.
how to
Thomas, yeah,
sabotage
yeah.
his father's
Just when you
love
thought,
life.
yeah.
When Susan walks in, and Susan actually says to Marlena that she looks better.
Yep.
Oh, Susan,
So,
yeah.
uh, yeah, so what's going on? Yeah, so are we ending this whole Queen of the Night storyline, or they're going to keep dragging
Yeah.
out something?
Yeah, she hasn't
Nope.
had
I
any
don't know.
dreams lately. So,
Well,
yeah.
Marlena hightailed it out of there, though. She didn't want to deal with it. And it was kind of funny because she was like, and what does she call it? Dr. Evans confided in me that she
Dr.
had passed
Evans.
out twice. And I was like, that would be the operative word, Susan. Confided.
Confided.
Yeah. And she'll go, there I go again. My mouth.
Well, she wasn't done spilling the tea.
Yes.
She told EJ that Johnny and Chanel were trying to adopt, and then she's telling him, "Oh, don't interfere." So yeah, Susan cannot keep her mouth shut for nothing.
Nope.
No.
Okay. Oh, Theo and Tony. Oh, Marianne, you want to talk about Theo and Tony and Gabby this week?
Yeah. Theo and Tony and Gabby. Yeah, some good scenes. Gabby came in, of course, she hears that Tony got Demira back, and she comes in and she wants to know when he's going to do
Yeah.
his side of the deal. When am I going to be CEO? And then he has the chess pieces there, and he throws like this chess piece at her, and he says, that's never going to happen. And she gets, what do you mean? And he said, did you really think, that I would let you be in charge when you came and tried to kill my brother? And she says, but I didn't shoot him. He said, no, but you tried. So she was all upset about that. But he says, he said, more or less, since you did help me, I could give you a consolation prize. And she said something about, what, a set of steak knives? And he said, no, I'll give you Gabby Sheik back. So she had to kind of like think about that for a little bit, free and clear, she would be in charge of it. She would own it and everything. Oh, she was happy about that. And in the meantime, well, she's there. Well, okay. Oh, she says, oh, you wanted it for yourself all along. And he said, no. And then Theo walked in and he said, meet the new CEO. And Gabby's there kind of saying, oh, first she said like experience. And she was going to say, I think, and because of his autism. And Theo called her out on it and said, you mean because I have autism? And she said, no, it's, and then they had a little talk and they kind of sorted things out. But it's not because of his autism. It's because he's young and has no experience. And he's not, I don't know. But he might be getting onto a dark side. He might be getting more to the dark side of the Demirs now. And that's what Abe's worried about. So, yeah.
Well, because there is that naivete, I'm not saying it right, naivete that sometimes comes with like being too trusting sometimes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he's afraid that Theo's going to get pulled in because he did before. Remember when he got shot? He was doing something illicit for Kate regarding Demira. So,
Right.
Does he know Andre killed his mother?
Theo? I don't know. Yeah, it was Andre, like down in the, what was it, down underneath the city sewers or down underneath? That was a long time ago. I do remember that.
Yeah.
So, and then Tony runs into EJ as he was leaving or something, and DJ's congratulating him because EJ also assumes that Tony is going to be CEO. And he said, no, Anna and I are going to go on a cruise to wherever. He said, but I'll still be working and I'll be behind the scenes and Theo will be in charge. So, although I disagree with that, I think the writers are.
Well, EJ wasn't happy because Tony said, Tony said that, I'm passing it down to the next generation. Or whatever.
Right. The younger generation.
EJ says, Johnny?
Right.
And he goes, oh, no, I wouldn't even consider him. So I thought it was kind of funny.
He can't hold a job. Tony says
he's been moving from job to job.
Yeah, moving to job to job. Yeah.
So he said, no, Theo. And you could tell EJ was pissed.
Yeah.
He was not happy about that.
I'm sorry. I don't think that's Tony.
I know that's what everyone's saying. It's not Tony. I don't know.
No, though. That's
I have
the thing.
Yes.
Yeah, but
I would know at this point.
But if I know anything, the way Teo and he has done it before on other, through the years, that's, he'll do something just in case that maybe the writers want to say, okay, well, maybe this is Andre.
Right. He'll kind of work in
has worked for him in the past. So, like, you never know.
Although the one thing that sort of was Tony-esque is that he did offer,
that's the,
he had Gabby.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's a little bit of an edgier Tony, and he just was determined to get his family back. It's not that he's like doing anything like really evil or like Andre.
But he did actually, even though he screwed Gabby over, he also did say, but what you've wanted all along was to have
which is
Gabby Chic separate in your own
which
he
didn't have to do. Right.
And you can choose to either I'm willing to do that, write up the paperwork, you can have it back all you want for 100%. Or you can choose to go the route of being implicated in felonies, which you committed when you were doing corporate espionage. So anyway, yeah. But at least he didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
Right. But I do think we are going to, there's still more to come. I mean, Tony and Ann, I think they will be back, but I'm not sure exactly when. Because there's still more story.
They're doing the cruise. They've got the Doug and Julie cruise thing going.
Yes.
I hate that.
And they just bring them back. And this time Anna was not on hardly at all.
Yeah.
It was all Tony and the whole Titan Demira thing. Yeah. She was on a little bit at the beginning when they were talking about it. Remember they were talking about, he was saying about Anna Demira Designs. And she could be part of it.
Yeah, that was the other thing that threw me off because that was going to be part of. I thought working with the Gabby Chic thing.
And then that kind of was it. Then when she came back, and then we haven't really seen her.
Oh, I detected chemistry between Theo and Gabby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Sense that too.
When they were having that talk, between them, yes.
Yeah, and I thought they definitely more chemistry than Theo and Ari, but they better not do a love triangle with mother and daughter.
No,
please don't do that. Please don't do that. I don't do that. Yeah.
I don't see Gabby and Philip either.
No,
I don't see those two. Gabby and Xander, I saw something, but not Gabby and Philip, but I don't know.
Yeah, so Gabby talks to Philip and she tells him, yeah, she got Gabby Sheik back and now they're no longer dating and they hook up again. So,
And he still doesn't know it was her.
mm-mm.
Yeah. Oh, and he wanted her to bring Gabby Sheep back to Titan, right? I figured he'd probably want her to do that, but she said no, I think.
Yeah, sounds like
Yeah.
she's gonna stare her out.
I don't think I'd want my company on either of those things.
No. Yeah, she's always wanted it for herself, so maybe she can
Yeah.
get Ari into the business too. Although Ari was going to post to work for Kate, right?
Yeah.
We
Right,
had
it's
some
fine.
Kate mentions.
Yeah, but no Kate.
Yeah.
We had Roman sighting.
Yeah, we had Roman,
Yep.
yeah.
Gotta do something else besides serving food to people.
I
Yes.
know.
I mean, it's getting a little old. I mean, I thought it was annoying when he was feeding people during the blackout because I would have just left the doors until everybody, get the hell out.
Yeah.
Your kitchen's not working, unless he's got a grill in the back. But yeah, another part. We mentioned a little bit. Tate and Aaron. Tate tells Aaron. I gotta say, I thought the actor playing Aaron did a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yes,
good.
and I think he's adorable, honestly. I like his
Yeah.
little haircut. They tweaked his hair a
Got
little
his
bit. I
haircut,
think he's
yeah.
really cute.
Yeah, I don't understand why guys that age are interested in the Brady Bunch permed hair look. I don't get it. I mean, that might be his natural
I see that a
curliness.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it.
But they did shape it some more, and it
It
does look
wasn't as
cute.
wild.
Looks
Yeah.
cute. It looked cute on him.
So Theo tells Abe that he's the CEO, and Abe was not happy.
I can't blame Abe.
Yeah. He was mad at Paulina, but Paulina didn't really tell him what to do, more or less do what she thought he would be good for it, and, it was his
Yeah.
decision.
Yeah, she was
But
threatening.
she didn't know the history either,
Maybe not as much of the history, yeah.
Abe's lived it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Abe said he felt like he let Lexi down, and she'd be spinning in her grave if she knew. And Theo was trying to tell him, like, no, Tony wants to bring this company into a different direction. And that's why he was brought on. We'll see.
We'll see what happens there.
Yeah, I'm curious. Because we know he's going to get in some sort of trouble.
Yeah, I still think Theo might go to the dark side. I don't know. Just the way he had been acting, like with the whole JJ. Yeah. But I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, I've seen some fans complaining they don't like the new Theo. I don't think it's the actor. I think it's more of a storyline because he's like, yeah, he's basically saying JJ's racist. And then he was accusing Gabby of discriminating against him about his autism and not about probably his age and experience.
He's just kind of like one note. He needs how to be more, I don't know. Instead of just reading the lines, he's got to do, I don't know. That's what it seems to me.
He's coming off like he has a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make sense towards JJ because they made up and were friends and started a company together. So, after the shooting. So
Kind of like they kind of like rewrote it or something, the relationship.
Yeah. And Theo is the son of a cop. You gotta understand, you have to listen when the cop says halt.
Yeah.
And turn around.
Yeah, you would think he would understand, yeah.
I mean, you do what the cop tells you to do.
Yeah, and Abe's been shot a few times on the job, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
And Lexi was a cop.
Lexi had a lot of interesting. Oh, she was also a vigilante at one point.
Yeah, poor Jonah.
Yeah.
The
She went to the dark side.
Yeah. I love Lexi. I wish they could bring back Renee Jones. I loved her so much. I thought, yeah.
I love Jonah. Jonah was awesome.
Did you just say you love Lexi?
Yeah, I loved Lexi.
I just was looking Renee Jones up just now to see. It says she's still retired from acting.
I mean, good for her. She saved her pennies and said, I'm out of here.
Yep. So she was no longer happy doing that. And
well, you know what? Who else did that was James Scott. I mean, he really didn't retire, but he, totally quit acting and did his own thing too. But I could see him going because, I mean, we all, Mary and I both saw it. I mean, the James Scott fans were nuts. Not all of them, but there was a few that I could see being a little scary towards EGME and James.
There's a lot of scary fans out there, let me tell you. I've noticed them at the different fan events that I've gone to, but yeah, there can be. I mean, and all actors have them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Kat had some adventures this week. she talked EJ into showing her the new clinic, and she was taking pictures of the security system, and she crawled through the hole in the wall. And to me, what's the point of all that? Like, that system would be fine if you didn't have walls that were drywall. She could still bust in. I mean, the wall should be like cinder block or
They are going
something.
to fortify it. He did make a point that once it's fortified, it'll be impenetrable. But the thing is, what's the point of taking all these pictures either? Because
There's nothing there.
right, and also, he could have had security cameras in there, and she's going to get caught. Like, why were you down here taking pictures? I just thought that was kind of dumb. She's got to show that she's doing something, I guess, for her night job.
Yeah.
Yeah, she really didn't show anything useful. I mean, just a code to get into the door isn't really a big deal, because when the clinic opens up, people are going to walk past that door anyway and see that. I don't know. Guess they want to make her look like she's doing something. And then she tells Rafe that her and Chad broke up because of Chad's in-laws and kids not being supportive. So,
And then also she looks down at he's got
Tesoro.
Tesoro, and she looks down and says, "Oh wait, I guess," she tells him about Aaron and says, I could be looking at my nephew," but she says, "I don't want to get attached in case it's not,
how did she know that Aaron could be the father?
Aaron called her.
He called
Aaron
her.
called and told her.
Yeah.
Right.
Like right before Rafe showed up, I think she was on the phone with him.
Someone brought up the point. I saw this on Daytime Royalty. This Soro is actually Constantine's great grandson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes.
Like, how did this awful
Yes.
character that nobody liked end up having great grandchildren on the show?
Like the actor. The actor was good.
Yeah. But
He did his job, but I mean, it's like,
So because I was missing some episodes back then. So was Kat's mom Katerina, the one that he thought he killed, right? Okay.
that John
Or
killed.
he thought that Roman thought he killed, not Roman, John thought he killed.
John.
Okay.
Yes.
But it was the mom. It was the mom. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
so we have Tony doesn't have any kids. Rafe doesn't have any kids. Eric just had a kid 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Constantine has a daughter, 3 grandchildren, and a great grandbaby.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really make much sense.
They need to give Tony an adult kid.
Yeah, they can give him a lot.
I know. And we thought years ago it was going to be EJ. That would have been perfect, but
That would have been good.
yeah.
Yeah, would have made sense. Okay. And then EJ runs into Leo, goes after EJ, and he's like, well, wants to get a comment on EJ basically blacking out the whole city.
Mhm.
And instead, EJ gives him
Stephanie.
Yeah.
It gives up Stephanie.
What an asshole. I'm sorry.
Because he wants to throw them
even
off the.
Yeah.
He's trying to throw them off the scent of what they're going to be doing behind
Right.
the scenes with the free clinic. So,
But
Well,
Stephanie
it's more
can't
about
figure it
him-
out that it
him
could
being liable for
possibly
the
be
black.
You'll blame Jeremy.
Yeah, they're blaming Jeremy. Didn't even think of EJ.
Yeah.
Stephanie knows that he knows.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, Leo confronts Stephanie, and yeah, so her and Alex think it's Jeremy who told him to her. And so they decide, which is smart, that she's going to just out herself now
Right.
at this point.
Yeah.
People know it's getting out of hand. And she talks to Kayla, and Kayla is like, yeah, I'll tell your dad.
Well, that's going to be a fun one. Steve and Uncle Roman finding out.
Yeah.
Yep, that's going to be fun. But hey, give Stephanie some credit. She managed to somehow knock out 2 books in a couple months.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other
Yeah,
one's
pretty
ready to
impressive.
go.
Like, I need her working for George R.R. Martin so we can finally get Winds of Winter. 'Cause we've been waiting like 10 years. And there's another book after that. So yeah, the Game of Thrones TV show went way past the books.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah. And he was like putting on his blog that he was working on the book, and he was writing about these characters and blah blah blah, and I haven't seen an update since. It's probably been at least a year since he's updated. Yeah.
Well,
So yeah, we're all annoyed right now. But yeah, so we can get Stephanie who could write 2 books in a year. to go help George R. R. Martin, we can get Winds of Winter, and I can't remember the other one is something about a Song of Spring or Promise of Spring or something. It's supposed to be the last book. So, and George R. R. Martin's in his 70s, so he really needs to get his ass in here. But he's doing all these TV shows, so it's frustrating. Yeah, that's why he's not doing it. He's got House of the Dragon, and Duncan Egg is coming out next year, and there's still supposed to be more Game of Thrones shows coming out. So, but yeah, I mean, God bless her that she could write like that. So, speaking of Jeremy and Chad had a talk at the pub.
No, it was at the Horton House.
Horton House.
Okay, it was at the Horton House. Okay. Yeah, and Jeremy was kind of shitty. He went through and just named all the skeletons in everybody's closet in the Horton
He
family.
spoke the truth, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
nothing was a lie, but still, he was
Yeah.
kind of shady.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a troublemaker.
Wait, who was?
Jeremy.
Talk to
Well,
Chad.
yeah.
Like, do what you
Yeah.
want, Chad. Don't let these people
Yeah.
tell you what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sanctimonious.
They pointed out, Jack, all the stuff that Jack did, even Jolie, Jennifer,
Yeah.
too. I mean, none of them, yeah. And here they are.
Yeah.
Jennifer never really did anything bad.
Jennifer, no, not
He
really.
ran down Gwen.
Well,
Gwen
that
had.
happens.
Gwen had.
Random thought, but I'm really missing Brian Datillo right now.
Yeah.
With Jen in town and everything off and on. Brian
Yeah.
or Lucas needs to be back in town.
And Mike.
Yeah, I don't.
Now that Jeremy is, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, we're supposed to have this opening pretty soon. We have the actual 60th
Mike is
anniversary.
coming back, but
Yeah, which Mike, though? Is it
think
Rourke or
Rourke.
Weiss?
I think Rourke, yeah.
I like them both.
Yeah.
But, well, let's think. There's no Day of Days, right? No one's announced anything?
Nobody's announced anything. I've heard that they didn't because it was done so badly last year. So many complaints. It was so unorganized, and there weren't a lot. They did not get the people like they did at the last.
Well, they didn't promote it.
They didn't
They
promote
did a
it.
last minute.
There was not a lot of people. They
half-assed.
had it in the Peacock Theater, and there was not a lot of people. It's many people there
In
as there,
downtown LA instead of it's
and
you
it's
know,
in downtown LA, which makes it.
Universal Studios.
It's
or
a
City Walk.
crazy thing to navigate, and it's a lot easier at Universal Studios, So, but that's what I heard. Plus, heard a lot of fans complain because it was so disorganized, which
Yeah, I heard
Peacock
people were
thought would be
complaining.
better than Days, but apparently not. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember that now. 'Cause I remember people were complaining, they couldn't get around to seeing all the actors. People were cutting in line. People were
Yeah, there
allowing
was
them to
no.
cut in line. Yeah, now I remember. Yeah, I remember them being on the stage now. Yeah. So, but I mean, seriously, it's the 60th
It was a whole
anniversary.
different setup. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it seemed like the one they had at Burbank, the
Yeah,
being
it
out.
wasn't always organized, but it wasn't that. It wasn't as bad as what I've been hearing from the other.
And you would think they could get their shit together for the 60th, because I mean the 50th
Yeah.
one was decent, and they had a party and invited all the old actors there.
Yeah, I think they'll probably have something for the actors, but that I'm not sure either. I don't know.
I mean, it's kind of
Haven't
late now. I
heard.
mean, people have plans, and
Right.
someone really dropped the ball. Okay, so that was Jeremy and Chad. I thought it was cute. Steve and Kayla had a day off together, and I actually can relate to that. Because my schedule at one point, my fiance and I only had 2 days off a month.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Oh.
we were on different schedules, so I can understand that. And Steve tells Kayla that he wanted her to quit and join Black Patch, but he was going to change the name to Sweet Patch. I thought that was so. That didn't
These week.
happen though. She said no, and then she had to leave, so she took off. But I thought that was just so cute.
Yeah, they are cute together.
Marlena had couples therapy with Sarah and Xander. And again, she left the door open for Xander to confess.
Yes, they should have done it. It comes out, right? I think I saw part of the preview. I
Yeah,
wonder how
next
that
week.
comes out. I
Um,
wonder if Philip or she overhears or how she finds out. Or maybe he tells her. I don't know.
I rewatched it. She accuses him, and then he kind of hems and haws and tries not to totally confess. And then she's done with him at that point.
yeah, for
Oh.
2 days.
Sarah, get over it.
Yep.
But you
Philip
heard
had
a
it
thug.
coming.
He did.
He did.
You know, I mean, if he was honest the entire time, though, would she have
Yeah.
forgiven him by now, or she would have, or was he right to lie to her?
Well, she forgave
No.
him for beating the crap out of Brady, and Brady didn't do anything to deserve it.
Yeah,
She kept secrets from him.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm actually liking the therapy sessions because I kind of felt like Bo and Hope always needed to do that.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause to me, it always seemed like Bo was um, taking Hope for granted and always trying to help some other one of his exes out of whatever jam they were in at that moment. It seemed like he was always trying to run the bus for Carly or Billy or whoever. So when Marlena asked, you know, what you guys need to work on, and they both said trust at the same time.
I'm going to get my charger. I'm down to 1%.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
Yeah, so I just thought that was funny because, yeah, I have to say, if you don't have trust in your relationship, yeah, you really don't have a relationship. It's not. I'm going to
Yep.
mute her.
My thing is, during this therapy session, Marlena and Sarah were talking about Sophia. Is that
Yeah,
like a major HIPAA violation or what?
yeah, but Xander's right there.
Yeah.
They were literally just gossiping, and it's like, what are you doing?
It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, and she did ask him too the things they liked about each other, and I thought that was nice.
Yeah.
So, so it looked like they're going to reconcile, and then it looks like next week everything's going to blow up. But Marlena tried. She gave him a safe space, at least twice to confess.
Yep.
Yep. And then Sarah felt bad the whole time because she thought she falsely accused him. So, yeah, she's not going to get over this. Okay. Foster and Julie. And you guys see those two?
Oh,
Yeah.
they're kind of
Yeah, so do you think they're trying to make them a couple or companions or what?
maybe a companion.
Companions.
Friends. I mean, I don't
Friends.
know. Yeah. They're sweet together. I mean, they're sweet
They
as
are.
friends. I don't.
Get this to work.
Marianne, you okay?
Yes, I can't get that to work. Oh, just have to do it this way.
Sure you were.
Yeah, but it seemed like, he was going to retire and he's like, oh no, my son moved to Chicago, so I'm good. So now he's part-time and she's like, oh, you can close up and she leaves. That kind of cracked me up. So Amy was concerned she couldn't find Sophia and then she runs into Johnny and Johnny's telling her everything that's going down and Amy slaps him.
Yeah. What's that about? Well,
Yeah.
because they insinuated that Sophia had not just been with Tate. That's yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, she was under the impression Tate was the only one, and she probably didn't even know how many times. I think it was just a couple times, but yeah. Yep. Let's see, is there anything else happened? Oh, the lawsuit with Ari and
Oh,
Zucker. Yeah, and Corday, and yes, it got settled. Yeah. So, but there's no details, and they probably signed a non-disclosure.
non-disclosure.
Yeah, yeah. And some people got from the article that they asked Ari back and she turned them down.
It is what it is.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
I'm back.
Yeah, so well, the thing is too, especially
There you are.
Yes.
with
I
Greg
thought I
going
caught it in time.
to Beyond the Gates though, it's like do I really want Nicole back if Eric's not back too?
Well, if they can grab Atkins, if he'd come back, I don't know what he's doing now.
I thought he was doing pretty well.
But didn't she move to Reno to be near
And
her ex with their daughter being a teenager? So
I didn't know
I
kind of
think in the article it said something about now these were all rumors. I don't know I don't know where they got this information, but they had asked her to come back, but the terms of like her travel stipend and all that. So would be flying like a lot of them are flying in to do things now that they've moved to other states, but she has to fly in, have accommodations while she's there and all that. So that's an out of pocket expense. So, I think they're probably providing that for some of them, but I don't know. I have no factual basis for that. That was something that I read somewhere that was an issue too, that great, you want me back, but it doesn't really work for my lifestyle right now,
yeah, because Greg Vaughn's was living in Texas with his kids. So, and I remember when Marcy Miller was on, well, when she was trying to come back after she had her baby, she moved to Colorado and wanted them to accommodate her. But then, and also Melissa
Yeah.
Reeves lives in
Is
Tennessee.
mm-hmm.
So,
And Allie's out
yeah,
of
and I
state
heard,
too.
oh, I didn't know Allie was out of state.
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe that's changed. I don't know. I thought I'd heard that, but
Yeah, and I've heard that they tried to get Patsy Peace back a few times, but Patsy lives in Florida,
well, I didn't
and they wouldn't.
realize that.
I'd love
Yeah,
to see him and Shane back.
yeah, yeah. I know she did like live with Jen Lilly a little bit when she last time she was filming, so Jen took her in, but I don't know if they
And
actually spent time.
doesn't Jen live in Arizona, or was it,
Oh,
or
this is
she?
back. This is back when Jen was working on days
Okay,
as Teresa.
gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't realize how many actors actually don't live in California, which I don't blame them. It's expensive as hell, but yeah. So I didn't realize that Ari was not in California. So
Well, at least last I heard, I mean, something could have changed, but I know that she and Dr. Tan moved to, or at least what they're working on is something that they could do anywhere kind of thing. So I think last I read was that when Kyle Lowder moved to Reno to work as a local
Okay.
news station, that I thought I saw somewhere that Ari had relocated. Ari and what's his name that played Daniel?
yeah,
Sean?
Sean.
Sean?
yeah, Sean.
Sean.
Moved near there too, so that because their daughter was like 13 or something. So, the last 5 years she's going to be home before college or whatever. I think they both wanted to be near her, so I think Ari may have moved up there, or at least around there somewhere. But who knows? But I mean, that was a couple years ago that I read that, so who knows? So yeah, a lot of them actually have moved. They may have other. Like I even read, didn't I know they just celebrated their anniversary, their 22nd anniversary. But Eric Marksoff, I thought I read at one point that his wife has a business in Vegas or something. So, which is not that far from LA,
Yeah.
flights and stuff, but I don't know. It's interesting. I think because the daytime industry has changed so much, sometimes it's a situation where, one or both spouses has, or whether they're married or whoever, has other ventures. So, I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows? We'll see. I mean, stranger things have happened. We might always bring back a
That's
call.
true.
Yeah. So, do we have a diva or a diva of the week? That was a
Hmm.
tough one. I was kind of thinking Sophia, but she kept trying to keep the lie going.
Right.
Diva of the week, that maybe EJ for outing.
Yeah. That was
Mhm.
I
kind of
don't know.
crappy.
I almost kind of feel like Thomas should get an honorary mention for that.
Yeah.
Or Rachel.
Oh,
They
or
have
Rachel.
the young
Yeah.
actor award. He should get the young diva award
Diva Award.
because now he's going to be doing some pretty, he's so smart. And he's got Rachel as his coach.
Marianne, I don't know where you went. I can hear you, but I can't see you.
I can
Yeah.
see Marianne.
I can see it.
Carrie Year says reconnecting.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's
Oh,
clear.
great.
Okay, yeah, because I can see everybody.
It keeps
Okay.
I still
floating.
can't see Marianne.
It goes from one of you to the
Yeah.
next to the next.
It keeps reconnecting each one it shows.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, so do we have a final answer on diva or diva of the week?
Thomas.
Thomas?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
I think Thomas
the
on it.
Thomas.
All right.
That's funny. That was a
Did we
poor Tom.
Did we put Sutton the cat to sleep? Because like sleepy, not the other kind of sleep. But did she decide to bail?
Right now, she just knocked over my hamper, and she did fall asleep for a bit, and then she crawled off, and now she's I think she's ready to go on the prowl. So we're gonna have to wrap up. She's done. Her attention span's not that long. So
She
yeah,
needed 15 seconds of fame.
yeah, she did. And she's beautiful, and she deserves it.
Yes, she can be the honorary diva too.
Yes, Steve of all time. So alrighty. So anybody else? Anything else? Is anything we missed this week, or anything?
No.
No.
If I have a diva germaphobe moment, since we had the soup sharing and the And you know I love Missy Reeves, and you know I love Jennifer Horton. But when she's kissing her hand and kissing the Horton Town Square thing of her, and then kissing her, putting her hand up against her lips again. Now, again, I thought that was really sweet. But then I thought, how many people have touched that? So
Yep.
I know this is the
Only
content.
Anna.
I know this is the content that people desire, so I'm trying to do my best.
You know, I have a pet peeve to people who lick their fingers and go through paperwork and then hand
Ugh.
the paper to you. Like,
Ugh.
what are you doing? And they actually invented a product to
Yeah.
make your hands a little stickier that you could use. And
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah,
We have that at work.
so it's not new. Especially too, I used to be a bank teller a long time ago, and we all know that money is filthy. Like I was constantly using, gel to clean my hands every time I touched the money.
Yep.
Jeez.
And there's some, I mean,
Yeah.
there's some women, they're hiding cash in their cleavage, and
Oh.
and you don't know where that money's been. And it's like, yeah, and I'm kind of with you with the. I didn't notice Jennifer doing that, but yeah, that is pretty gross.
Yeah, I just, I don't know. Those things just jump out at me, so I got to share them. All right, I'm done.
All right. Okay, ladies.
Okay.
So until
All
next
right.
week. Oh, I
Take
have
care,
a
everybody.
proposal. A proposal. In 2 weeks is November 1st, and I was wondering if the Witless Protection Program would allow Anna to wear a mask or a costume for Halloween, so we can get you on screen.
I don't know. I don't know. I actually hate hate the whole thing. I'm just not that into Halloween. But I mean, I don't hate that
Oh.
I'm glad that other people enjoy it. I'm kind of like whatever. But I don't know. I doubt that will
I can put
happen,
my
but
little
we'll see.
thing on that I have.
Ugh.
I might
All
wear a
right.
costume.
Yeah. I might.
You got 2 weeks to think about
I could do cat ears with, I don't know, because the people that could be hunting me down, they can tell a lot from your backgrounds and stuff, even if you have a fake background, with the AI,
We want to see you, Anna.
I don't want to be seen. Okay. All right.
We know what you look
Good night,
like.
folks. Be a bit like Marlena when they talk about her health. I'm out of here. I have a client. I have a patient I have to see.
Okay.
Good night, Anna.
Good night.
Take care,
Everybody.
everybody. All right. Bye.
Yeah.